Good morning, namaste, and lakach, jayom guru. Loving greetings to all of my dearly beloved brothers and sisters. Here we are again, taking care of that energy traffic check before we go running out into the battle din of activity. So let's grab our galactic calendar and open to this. Well, it's the fifth moon, the overtone moon of radiance. And well, we're in the second day of this month, this moon. And what is the tone and the frequency that's telling us what our galactic signature is for today? Well, we have that first dot, Hun, right? The magnetic tone of purpose. It's coming together today, we see here with blue hand MANIK. So today, when that magnetic tone of purpose comes together with blue hand MANIK, we say blue magnetic hand today. So let's look in the back of our calendar and let's take a look at the tone and the frequency individually so we can see what we're blending for our galactic signature for today, what we're aligning and attuning with today and watching for in the day. So we start by reading about Hun, the magnetic tone of purpose. We find Hun, the magnetic tone of purpose, is on page 5 in the back of our calendar. 3 key words: unify, attract, and purpose. That's what Hun, the magnetic tone of purpose, is all about. And our quote: all things are the differentiation of one infinity, meaning everything comes from the one source. Tone Hun, the first tone, represents the source of creation, the individual essence of all that is. That's Hun. In the unified whole of life, nothing is outside of the oneness. Nothing is outside of Hun. Awakening to the inherent unity of all things can expand one's sense of purpose. We realize we are each an expression of totality, embodying a unique and essential contribution. When seeking our purpose, we find it is alive, that it is encoded within us. It is one with who we are, and it calls to us cellularly, and it nudges us through obvious attractions that draw our attention. Right? Like I'm sure we've all seen, we looked at the clock and it's 3:33. Or we're driving behind a car and their license plate says 777. Right? And we keep seeing these things. Well, it's the universe getting our attention, nudging us, trying to remind us that the universe is here. Now, once we have unified with our purpose, we naturally magnetize that which supports its unfolding. From the vast realms of infinite possibilities, all is possible. As we open to receive from Source, the Source which pervades all, resources and synchronistic opportunity are gracefully attracted. We find that others are drawn to the same cause, and we are never alone in this journey. Hun, the oneness decrees There is only one moment, which is the ever-changing now. As the now shifts, so must purpose transform as the moment dictates. No purpose is too small, and every act serves the grand weaving of reality. In a continuous stream of energy, not a single movement can be insignificant. Ultimately, when investigating what our purpose is, let us know that true purpose must serve the oneness. We all serve the oneness by serving the now with sincerity and heart, right? With sincerely and completely being right here, right now, all the time, right? It's always now. And that's Hoon, the first galactic tone, the magnetic tone of purpose. Next, let's take a look at the solar frequency part of our galactic signature today. Let's turn a couple pages and we'll find Blue Hand MANIK on page 10. And Blue Hand MANIK has 3 keywords: accomplishment, know, and healing. Right? Hands, if you're in the dark and you can't see anything, you feel around with your hands, and you grab the doorknob. Now you know that's a doorknob because your hand, right, knows. Right? So Blue Hand knows. Right? We get things done with our hands, yeah? We paint a house, right? You don't paint the house with your feet. We paint the house with our hands. And that's how that gets accomplished, right? And healing, right? Healing's another key word here. I'm sure we've all heard of hands-on healing, right? I'm sure we've heard of Reiki. We're using our hands, yes? Channeling energy through our hands. Healing hands. Helping hands. Hands know. And our quote is from the Mayan Factor: through skill, all things are transformed. Blue Hand MANIK embodies the power of creativity and mastery. Completion and attainment are the work of hands. To bridge, to mend, to support, to lend a hand. The great civilizations of humanity could never have been built if it were not for our hands. While achievement is the common proof of accomplishment, we are reminded that the process of actualizing is equally relevant. Genuine accomplishment carries an inherent force of healing. Engaged in our activities, we are infused with purpose. We are feeling the moment. We are fulfilling the moment. We are communing through process. When we bring peace to all that we do, everything becomes an act of healing. Let us express our artistry. Let us craft and express our skills as a means to uplift ourselves, to uplift our community, and to improve or uplift our environment. As we acknowledge our personal need for healing, may we also sensitize to the universal need for healing. While healing begins with an acceptance of what is as it is, may we also set out to accomplish transformations that open the next level of our lives. From this attitude of non-resistance, we can take steps to help relieve the suffering of ourselves and others. Our physical hands are tools of knowing. Hands sense. Hands heal. As expressions of our innate being, our hands both receive and transmit energy and speak a universal language. Blue Hand MANIK encourages us to acknowledge our hands and the power of touch. A million worlds of separation vanish in one embrace. And our quote, people, human beings, are a microcosm containing all knowledge of the macrocosm. Right? Blue Hand is reminding us all knowledge is within you already. That's Blue Hand MANIK, the other part of our galactic signature. Now we've looked at both the tone and the frequency separately. Let's set our calendar aside and get out our Cosmic Dream Spell Astrology Wisdom Workbook. Turn to page 27, and let's see what it is when we blend these two energies together for our galactic signature for today. Pardon me. Okay. So today's galactic signature is Kin 27. 27 days in on our 260-day Zolkin cycle. We call it Blue Magnetic Hand. Blue Hand MANIK today is conjoining with the magnetic tone of purpose. So we say Blue Magnetic Hand, Hun MANIK. Our dance begins with the unification of the magnetic tone of purpose. Blue Magnetic Hand, Hun MANIK, guides and teaches us to know the power of completion and closure. Right? When you go like that, right? Completion and closure, done, finished, right? This is what Blue Hand MANIK is doing, yes? We see the hand is going like this. Now, this completion and closure allows us to move to higher levels of being through focusing on actively healing and actualizing our abilities to craft in order to magnetically draw the energies and resources that may be used to attract and activate our true purpose. Blue Magnetic Hand, Hun MANIK, reminds us that we must be unified with our true purpose in order to attract the intelligent vibrational energies to fulfill our truest purposes. Purpose is magnetic and attracts unity. And the highest purpose is union. Right? We know yoga, right? Yoga means union. And the highest purpose is union. Working with our purpose is, in fact, a unifying act. Blue Magnetic Hand, MANIK invites us to let accomplishments be defined by our own innate knowing through unification with the truest and highest passions. We can access unity consciousness and thereby sense the wholeness that gives our lives real meaning. Right? Isn't that what we want? We want to have real meaning in our lives. That's what's missing in our lives. Real meaning. The cauldron of creation is summoning us to enter the gateway of primal beginningness, through which we are initiated into the interconnectedness of our own vital life force with all that exists. Right? Our interconnected oneness. Although there are infinite lenses of perception, in other words, although there's innumerable ways of looking at everything, all truths eventually lead us back to our source, thereby reflecting the endless order of the one disguised as the many. Right? Our one source, our one creator is disguised as all of this. All these people, all these things. Ultimately, we are nothing but the expression of our great and wondrous Creator's meditation. Right? MANIK is reminding us that God is having this dream, this meditative dream, this dream that's awakened dream. Right? Not unconscious, but a conscious dream. Consciously dreaming this adventure that we're going through. That's MANIK. Blue magnetic hand. That's our galactic signature for today. That's what we're matching up with. That's what we're watching for in this day. You're going to see a lot of things are coming your way due to the magnetic quality of today. We're going to be maybe getting some things accomplished. Might do some hands-on healing, right? Might be using your hands to investigate. Today, that's what the energies are about. Blue hand, blue magnetic hand, MANIK. Okay, now let's do some drawing and coloring together. In our workbook, we have a little space here for us to draw this blue hand, right? We're drawing we make the square shape, and we're just kind of starting here. We can just come down here and make this loop around and come back up. Put a little thumbnail here, draw some finger lines, right? And you have blue hand MANIK, right? You have the lines for the fingers. Here's the thumbnail, right? We have this space because the hand is going like this, right? Blue hand MANIK, right? We draw a little, looks like it's wearing a little bracelet or something here. And we color it blue, leaving this area in the center white, representing this completion and closure that really opens to the next level of understanding. Then we want to make that white dot, the blue dot. It's a blue dot because we're starting a blue transforming wave spell today. So we draw it like that. Blue dot, blue hand today. See, we're finding that the wave spell always starts and ends with the same color, matching colors for the tone and the frequency. Next, we want to fill in our blanks together here and do our affirmation. Let's fill in our first blank, the kin number. Right? We said it's kin number 27. And next, we want to fill in this blank that says, how do we say this galactic signature in the English way of speaking? We say blue magnetic hand. Next is the kin name in the Mayan way of speaking. And we say the tone first, Hun, and then we say the solar frequency part, MANIK. Hun MANIK. The next blank is the color and direction. Blue hand, right? So blue is associated with the west, and blue west transforms. So we write blue and west on the line, and underneath where it says color and direction, we write transforms. Next we see, we're looking at these three circles down here. First is the lunar phase. The lunar phase, well, the moon is waxing. That means it's getting brighter and brighter. So we want to write in the word waxing. And we want to color in this circle all the way except for just a little sliver. And each day we'll color this in. It'll get brighter, brighter and brighter and brighter as the moon is getting brighter and brighter. And then we'll keep coloring it like this and drawing and paying attention to the moon waxing and waning. And we'll get in harmony with the moon that way. A little more each day. So next is Galactic Activation Portal Day, not today. Pokavotan Clear Day, not today. That brings us to our affirmation. We're going to watch for those three key words. Unify, attract, and purpose for the magnetic tone of purpose. Know, healing, and accomplishment for Blue Hand MANIK. Also, we realize that it's just the one dot. We have a one dot today, right? If it has the one dot, we know that in our affirmation, in the line here where it says, I am guided by the power of blank, right? It's not just a one word today. Today we put in this, we add my own power doubled. And in this case today, it's about accomplishment. So my own power doubled, which is accomplishment today. So I'll read through it one time and then we'll do it together 3 times. Today I unify in order to know, attracting healing. I seal the store of accomplishment with the magnetic tone of purpose. And today I am guided by the power of my own power doubled, which is accomplishment. So there we have it. That's our affirmation. It's a word search puzzle. If we didn't get it right, we just fix it. It's no problem. Eventually, you'll get it right every time. Almost every time. Sometimes I make mistakes still to this day. That's why it's good we do it together live on Zoom in the mornings as well. For those who want to do it together with me. Helps us with it, make sure we got it right. So let's do our affirmation together 3 times now. Today, I unify in order to know, attracting healing. I seal the store of accomplishment with the magnetic tone of purpose. And today I am guided by the power of my own power doubled, which is accomplishment. Today I unify in order to know, attracting healing. I seal the store of accomplishment with the magnetic tone of purpose. And today I am guided by the power of my own power doubled, which is accomplishment. Today I unify in order to know, attracting healing. I seal the store of accomplishment with the magnetic tone of purpose. And today I am guided by the power of my own power doubled, which is accomplishment. Namaste and Lakech, Jai Om Guru. There we have it. Another energy traffic check complete. Just about ready to get on out there and take on another day and be successful, merging with the energies that are flowing instead of, well, being in contradiction to the flow of these energies, right? Then there's a lot of friction and life's not so smooth and comfortable anymore. And we always like to wrap up with a little bit of wisdom from our Guru from the Spiritual Diary. Our Guru Paramahansa Yogananda is helping us to have a better, more productive, happy, harmonious existence. This quote from our Guru today, we're talking about devotion for a few days here. And this quote comes from his book, Man's Eternal Quest. Just so happened to have it right here. We're actually working together with this each evening on Zoom. Everyone's welcome to join in. And we're sharing some of these talks that our Guru gave all around the country. So in this particular quote, Guru is saying, love God. Right? It's about devotion, right? So Guru's going to help us with devotion. Love God. Talk to God every second of your life, in activity and in silence, with deep prayer, with the unceasing desire of your heart. And you shall see the screen of delusion melt away. They who play hide and seek with God in the beauty of the flowers, in souls, in noble passion, in dreams, shall come forth and say, you and I have been apart for a long time, because I desired that you give me your love willingly. You are made in my image, God says. And I want to see if you would use your freedom to give me your love. Right? God gave us freedom, Guru's saying here. Well, just to see if we would use that freedom to love God. Right? That way God knows it's for real. And not just to get something. Great advice and wisdom and guidance from our Guru to help us live a better, more harmonious life. To understand our source better. That's going to make our life better. So thank you, my brothers and sisters, for joining in with me. God bless us all. Namaste and Lakech. Jai Om Guru. Let's get on out there and have a great day. And get a hold of me anytime if you want. If you're interested in joining in with our reading that we do every weekday evening, where we're sharing, right now, we're sharing in Man's Eternal Quest, our Guru's book, talks that he gave in his own words. Well, just let me know. I'd love to have, the more the merrier, right? They want to show up and listen in. I'm just kind of reading, and then we're discussing what our Guru talked about. It's a wonderful time for our spiritual family to get together. So thank you again, my brothers and sisters. We'll see you next time. Bye now.